The grass withers, the flower fades, and the word of God shall abide forever. I want to talk this morning from a simple thought and tell your neighbor, say, you still have to do something. Tell them, say, you got to do something. Father God, we give you praise. We thank you for these, your people. Thank you for all you have done for us and all that you're going to do. You've made ways in the wilderness. You caused crooked things to become straight, and nobody else could have done it but you. And so we applaud you, and we exalt you, and we praise you, and we magnify you. Thank you now for all you've done and all you're going to do. We give you praise now, dear Jesus. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Clap your hands again. Come on. Give him a praise offering. You may have your seats in the presence of the Lord. Amen. It's still, there's still something that you have to do. I often think about how that you can call somebody and ask for assistance, ask for help, whatever that is. Have anybody ever, have you ever asked somebody to come and help you, and while they were working, you were looking at them? But it's your task that needs to be performed. It's your house that you're moving. It's your furniture that you're moving. It's your car that needs some assistance. It's nothing like saying, I need your help, and then you just stand on the sideline while they do everything. Now let me flip the script on you. How would you like it if somebody asked you to come help them, and while you were working, they just looking? Sitting there with their legs crossed, or sitting there with their favorite rivets in their hand while you doing your thing, while you working, they looking at you. How well would you feel? Would you feel like they were kind of ungrateful because they asked you, they called you over for help, but they were in need. You came to assist them, but they don't have enough in them to work for their own self. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good analogy, because I know you don't know what I'm talking about, because I always had the right kind of people when you ask for help. And when you are invited over to help them, they know how to step up and do what they need to do. I know y'all, I don't have those kind of people all my life. I know some people who will invite you over to help them, and they watch you work. I thought you asked me to come and help. Come and help means to assist, right? Now, can I tell you, be careful how you carry that. Put that in that box right there. See that box right there? That box is for this right here. See, this is for this over here. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Now, if it's for that box, why you had to put it in the box before I got here? I didn't come over here to be supervised. I came over here to assist you. Anybody in here with me? Y'all looking at me kind of funny in here, but I just want to say, I've helped a whole lot in my lifetime. Amen. So now I help a little bit now, but I try to be careful about what I help. Right. What I help with, how I help. Amen. Because I don't recuperate as fast as some of y'all. I might make it look easy, but you just don't know the process. Anyway, and so the text, our scripture we're looking at, it says this. It's important that you get it. He says, first time he says, remember the Lord your God. Now, why would he say, remember the Lord your God? Stay with me. He says, for it is he who has given you power to get wealth. Now, get this. I'm not a prosperity preacher. Every Sunday you come in, you don't expect me to talk about finances. Every Sunday you come in, don't expect me to talk about how you're going to come up and be successful. Don't look for me to say that. But what you will get from me is a balanced gospel. Amen. I'm going to talk to you about life. It's going to be a holistic message when you come here. You with me here? Amen. And so, but I want you to grasp this, because he said he has given you power. He has given you what? Power. Look what I said. He's giving you power, and the power he's giving you will give you the ability to obtain wealth. Now, that word power would speak to giving you the ability, giving you the wherewithal, giving you avenues and doors opening in your behalf. But what he will not do, even though God would open the door for you, he won't push you through it. Now let me say that again. God is not going to force you to walk in the door. He's open. You say, God bless me. Bam. You like, God bless me. God bless me. He said, there's a door right there. You still stand there. God bless me. God bless. So that's still something you have to do. Guess what you need to do? When God opened the door, you need to walk in. Look at your neighbors. There are some doors. And we just have to walk in. Now, let me ask you something. What will prevent you from walking through a door that God created for you? And see, I said, well, if I know it's God, nothing. But I beg to differ. I think there's some doors, though you know God opened it for you, you'll be hesitant to walk through it because the unknown always kicks in, and the unknown sometimes is very fearful. Anybody here? You are some doors, you know, I know God blessed me with this, but I'm afraid. Anybody in here? Don't raise your hand, just listen to what I just said. You should say, I know God is doing this for me. I know he's done this, but you know what? These apprehensions I have is preventing me from trusting God to walk through that door. That has nothing to do with me loving God. Don't have nothing to do with me with trusting him. It has everything to do with my fear factor, and I can't get past what I'm feeling. And I don't know, y'all, maybe this is not the right kind of message. Let me just quit going. Sometimes God said, I want to bless you. But the blessings of God make it you rich and added no sorrow. And so if God is making you rich, there's a process. Somebody holler out in here, please. There's a process. Somebody say a process. So there's a process to obtain the wealth that God has for you. And sometimes it don't look pretty going through the process. In fact, sometimes the process hurt. Sometimes the process stink. Sometimes I wish I had somebody in here. Now, a few days ago, we had a hurricane. A few days ago, we had some flood waters. What does water do? Water cleanses and water wipes away. There's some people didn't have no houses, have houses now. But they didn't have a house until after the flood. Can't get no help in here. And there's some people who've been wanting to move but can't find a way to move because of all those restraints that keep them where they are. And now those restraints have been removed, and instead of you crying about what you've gone through, you ought to be excited about what's coming next. Lord, I wish I could preach it here before I go home. Yeah, because God has a greater plan for us than what we can see. Yes, some people died in the flood. Yes, some people been displaced in the flood. Tracy, this is not the easiest thing to do. And so God has a plan for us. And so what we need to do is be like a person. I like what Katrina is doing. I like this. This just jumped in my mind, Katrina. We have to be like this. Get on the plane and just wait for further instructions. I borrowed it from our discussion, okay? Yeah, so sometime when you say, God bless me, God said, well, get on the plane. Right. And you're like, but what I should do next? What's going to happen next? Yeah. I want to see what's going to happen next. I got to map it out. I got to plan it out. I got to strategize. And God said, no, I got this. Trust me. Yeah. Okay, I trust you, but. Anybody here? Yeah. Anybody got any butts in your trust? Yeah. Well, I know this maybe they can help nobody but me, but there's when he says, let me look at this verse. The verse says, he says, not only that, he said, it's God to give you, that giveth the power, to giveth thee the ability, to give thee the wherewithal, and to give it to you to get the wealth. You can't get the wealth until God gives you an idea. Right? Yeah. So some of you have ideas, but you're not moving forward with it. Yeah. And then in your old age, you're going to look back and say, you know, I could have been a millionaire if I did that. I had some ideas, but how did they get a good report? It's because they begin to move out of what they felt and what they heard. You can't get a positive response if you don't sit still. You can say you're afraid to move because you think it's going to be a negative outcome. But just like negatives appear, guess what? Positives appear also. I was sharing with somebody not too long ago, and I will refresh myself with this, that I believe in network marketing. I have no problem with network marketing. People think about network marketing and they think it's a negative thing. So the moment somebody say to you, we have this thing we're doing, this network marketing, you go, oh no, pyramid. First thing on your mind. Yep. But guess what? We network every day. If your clock stopped running today, what's the first thing you'll do? You're going to use your phone to call somebody. You're going to call AAA or your friend, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, somebody. You're going to network and say, hey, I need y'all to come and get me off the street. That's networking. And so network is not a bad thing. So next time somebody says up to you about networking, don't kick it to the curb like it's not important. There's a whole lot of people making a whole lot of money doing networking while you're sitting around here broke. Anyway, let me move to the next thing. Move to the next thing. Here we go. So when we need something, when God has opened the doors for us and we're not certain about what we need to do next, then you need to use your network that's in front of you. Your network is talk to God. He ought to be the first point of your networking. You ought to go to God first and say, God, what is it that you're doing right about now? Because I don't understand it. I don't see it. Man, everything I ever got involved in, there was always somebody there that I could call and say, give me further instruction, give me further understanding how this operates, how this works. Because if it's working for you, then I need to know how it works for you so that I might be able to apply it to my life and make it work for me also. But fear will prevent us from doing anything. Am I still making sense to anybody? If you want to have a successful marriage, you need to find somebody that looks like or appear to have a successful marriage. And then so you're going to have a conversation with them, how you do what you do, and why you do what you do, and how does that work, and why does it work, and then you take the part of it home. You can't take everything home with you, but you can take some of the basics home with you and apply it to your own life. Am I making sense in this somewhere? If you want a good relationship, ain't no sense you're hanging out with jacked up folk that don't have a good relationship, and you think you're going to have one out of that? It ain't happening. The only thing you ought to get out of that and see, all this stuff is necessary, but God has something for you, but the only way you're going to get it, you got to get on board first. Yeah. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself, but here we go. He says, God gives you, I'm still in the 8th and 18th verse. He says, remember the Lord your God, for it's he that gives you the power to get wealth. Then the next thing he said, that he may establish his covenant which he has swear unto your fathers. Then he say, as it is this day. Now, in other words, he said the covenant I gave them is still good today. All right. You miss it. He says, what I promised back then, he said, I didn't snatch back, take back, remove my promise. All right. He said, when I said it then, it is forever. It's a perpetual statement. He said, I'm going to do it. That's it. And so now you'll be like the kid that's the parents say, we're going to McDonald's. You'll not say, are we going to McDonald's? You already know that's established. I'm going to McDonald's. The only question you ought to have now is when. Boy, I ain't going to get no help in here. You don't live your life from now on wondering if I'm going. Right. You live your life every day saying, when am I going? Am I making sense yet? Yeah, so every day I live and walk in supernatural anointing and supernatural faith. Amen. See, y'all might not be there. You might just be walking in the favor of God. But I'm walking in the supernatural favor of God. Yeah. Come on here. Glory to God. Everywhere I walk becomes mine. Everything I say comes to fruition. I ain't gonna help in here. You got to know who you are and whose you are. And if you get that down pat, it won't even matter what happens. Let the flood come. You know who I belong to? Jesus, get out. Yeah. That's it. Hallelujah. All right. That's true. The disciples in the storm, and they start panicking and say, Lord, do you care that we about to die here? Jesus got up, cleared the sleep out of his eyes, and said, hey, storm, shut up, sit down, be quiet. Wait, stop. And then he looked at them and said, how long I have to be with y'all?
Right, right.
Then I like to think he probably got back in his pillow and went back to sleep. Something that bother us, God is not the least bit concerned with.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you make it a major problem, then God is concerned about you and how you feel about what you're going through. Not about the act of itself, but how you're responding to it.
Right.
God always knew he could calm the storm. But now he got to calm your fears.
That's good, good.
Tell your neighbor, there's still something you can do. Yeah, I say it's something that you can't need to do, but there's still something you can do. There's still something you need to do. There's still something you can do. There's still a